So this one is a little bit different. This is kind of just like a little bit of an update. Something pretty cool that I'm going to be doing, and I wanted to start the ball rolling with you guys. I'm going to be attending the Romford Film Festival in May the 19th through to the 25th. Well, I'll not be there on the 19th. I'm going on the 20th. I'll be there on the Friday. I'm getting the train down there. Little Englander that doesn't live in London. Strange, right? For the last couple of years, I've spoken about this on the channel, so you will know if you've been watching for a while now. But for the last couple of years, since joining Nerdly and whatnot, I have been hooked up with the Romford Film Festival. Basically, when the pandemic first hit, lockdown happened, and I asked the Romford guys if they needed somebody to watch some movies for them. Had been kind of in contact with Spencer for a little while before that, and then COVID happened. So it happened. I got the chance to sit down and watch a whole bunch of movies. There was like 200 and odd movies, which, that's a task. That is a task, but a task that I loved. I'm a big fan of independent cinema, and a lot of the things that come to Romford Film Festival are more your low-budget cinema, your low-budget fare. It's been getting bigger, though. Over the years, the last couple of years, it's been getting much bigger. I think this is my third or fourth year doing the festival, but this is the first year that I'm actually getting to go down there. It's been pretty awesome being part of the selection panel, and we watch the movies, we rate the movies, and then we all sit down and we whittle them down to what we're going to show, and that's always a fun process, just talking about what we did and what we didn't like. So we got the likes of Peter, we've got Bradley, we've got Carrie, we've got Louise, and Spencer, of course, is on there, and Natalie sometimes throws her 2 pence in with some of her choices. And that's always really cool, because that's how we choose the lineup. I mean, I guess it's pulling back the curtain a little bit, but then once we've got the lineup, we then have to decide what's going to be nominated in the different categories. And that's where the really fun conversations come in. I always love talking about the categories because we don't always agree. Sometimes we do agree, and there's usually 1 or 2 movies that really shine that everybody can kind of get behind. But then there's the ones that I really like and not really everybody else likes. So I'll push for that. And then there's the ones that Bradley likes and Peter likes and Carrie likes. And we all have our own opinions, which is cool. So we whittle them down from the selection we've already made down to what we're going to put in the categories. That's always fun. And then, of course, you've got to move into what you think actually deserves the award. An even more interesting conversation, and usually the longest of conversations. But we get there in the end. Again, you can normally gauge once you've got down to that many where everybody's sitting, and you can figure it out from there. And that's always fun. But can't wait to get down there. I'm going to be spending Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, coming back on Thursday. So I'm going to be spending like 6 days down there. I'm going to be doing all sorts of interviews, all sorts of Q&As, and I think Spencer's got a few round tables for me kind of lined up. I'm going to be super busy down there. I'll be putting things on the Facebook. I'll be doing content for the YouTube. I'll be doing all of that good stuff. Can't wait to really spread my wings a little bit with this and sort of see how we deal with that kind of thing. I've done Comic-Cons, which is always great, but this is something a little bit more unique and a little bit different. And this is kind of why I wanted to get involved with Romford, and I wanted to kind of push myself out there and promote not only the YouTube channel and not only the website and everything, but it also helps push the film festival itself. It helps push the movies that are being shown at the festival. And there are some damn fine movies that get shown that don't always get shown outside of the festivals. And of course, over the years, I've helped get some movies in there as well, and I've sort of got in touch with friends of ours who we've made through the podcast, through the YouTube channel, and I've got in touch with them and says, look, what you're working on, bring it over. Here's, bring it to the festival. Let's see what we can do together, and that's been a fun part of the process too. Like, it's what I'm all about. It's what Nerdly's all about. It's what the channel's all about. It's what myself, Phil, and all the other Nerdly contributors are all about. We love reviewing films, but it's also great to help promote films. Phil and I don't suppose you would mind me talking about this, but Phil and I have often spoken about what can we do to bring movies on board with Nerdly, and then we push them out, and we sort of a Nerdly presents, and that's what we do. We'll see where that goes. But there's countless movies in these festivals that I see that I'm kind of like, that would be perfect. I would love to help get that out there. I would love to show that. So who knows? Who knows going forward? So if you can make it down to Romford, or if you're in the Romford area, the London area, Thursday the 19th through to Wednesday the 25th, then please do pop along. We've got some wonderful movies on show this year. I am particularly quite impressed with some of the movies that we have got on show this year. There is a great selection. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to share my screen for a second, and we're going to have a look at some of the stuff that we're going to be showing. And this is like some of our top picks for 2022. So I say top picks, like it's just a list of like some of the movies that we kind of feel you should be coming to see. This is obviously the Romford website, romfordfilmfestival.com. Please do go on there. I believe you can get all the tickets and everything on there. There's day passes, there's week passes, there's film passes, there's passes galore. So please do check out the website, because that's where you're going to get a full breakdown of the movies we're going to be showing. Divertimento is a wonderful little short. Kellen Lutz is in it. I'm a big fan of Kellen Lutz. He's a great actor. I think this short is going to be up there with a lot of people loving. There's people are going to love that movie. I tell you what, a couple of years ago we showed a movie called Blind. It wasn't necessarily the greatest horror movie you've ever seen, but it looked nice, and it had a sort of idea about it that did work. The execution was a little bit, it was weak sauce, to be fair. But Pretty Boy, what a step up this director has made. This is a sequel to Blind, and my God, just the leveling up for a director to see go from where it was to where it is. Pretty Boy, if you've seen Blind, you've got to check out Pretty Boy. It's a massive improvement. It's a great horror movie. Thriller movie, but you'll love it. Court number 5. I'm a big fan of Jamie Winston. If you saw my review of Knuckle Dust and how much I've promoted Knuckle Dust, you will know I'm a fan of Jamie Winston. And she knocks it out of the park in this short. She's great in this. Really nice. Probably gets my favourite line of any movie that's in the festival. But I'll tell you what, I'm not going to say it right now because it's YouTube and I don't want to get taken down. So yeah, it's my favourite line, and she says it to Mark Bannerman of all people. On day 2, and I'm picking this one out, you will know why I'm picking it out. Danny Aycott is a good friend of ours on the show, on the channel. We've interviewed him before. I've seen this movie. It's a documentary movie called Micropubs, The New Local. I championed this when we were trying to get it made. They had a Kickstarter or an Indiegogo, and we were all on board trying to push that out there. I'm gutted because I don't think I'm going to make it in time to see Micropubs on the big screen, but hopefully I'll get to meet up with Danny and hit a micropub with him, I guess. Great documentary. You'll really like it. This is where pubs are going now, and it's a culture, it's a vibe, it's a great doc. So right there on the screen now, you have got 2 shorts that if you're going to the festival, I recommend you check these out on Friday. The Magician is a great little short. If you've seen Holby City or Casualty, you're going to know most of the people behind this movie, and especially the main lead actor, you will know him. Great. Candle Cops is one of those short movies that when I saw Lockdown movie, when I saw Pandemic movie, my heart sank a little bit. Because let's be honest, I've watched a ton of these over the last year, 2 years even, and a lot of them, there's only so much they're doing. Candle Cops, the director of this, was a 6-time BAFTA-winning writer-director, and he came out with something just completely different. I don't want to talk too much about it because I just think you genuinely have to see it, and I think you'll enjoy it. And for me, there was a smile on my face the whole way through. The Man at the Bottom of the Garden. Just check it out. Remember Nigel from EastEnders, and then I think he went into like Family Affairs or something on Channel 5 when it was on Channel 5. He's in it. He's great in it. I really like this. Talk about lockdown movies that, are pretty much the same as every other lockdown movie you've seen, but this one's got heart, it's got character, and it actually works. So, and it's down to the cast. It's down to the cast. Hickey Mori. As a YouTuber, as someone who puts content out on the YouTube, I couldn't leave this short out. You will love this. It is nuts in the best possible way. And it's kind of like Lockdown in a microcosm, sort of like somebody who already spends most of their life indoors and then can't actually go out and do anything. It's pretty interesting. You should check it out. So all I'm going to say about Crappy Christmas, Operation Christmas Child, What do you say about this movie? It's an animation. It's short. It's very interesting. And I'll leave it at that. Crappy Christmas. Watch it at your peril. Daddy's Girl. Now, from what I'm told, it's quite a coup that we have this movie, and I'm really glad we're showing it, because I did watch it, and I really liked it. I really liked this movie. It has tension, it has drama, it has a little bit of everything going on in there, and I think if you can make it to see any feature in the festival, this is one of the ones you need to see. We have some great features this year. Daddy's Girl, you should be there to see this one. Door Salesman Dave, again, it's another short that I just bloody loved. I loved it. Is it perfect? Not by a long shot, but the main lad who plays Door Salesman Dave is incredible. I bought him. I was sold. I'd watch like a whole movie of him. And then, of course, Bradley. Our very own Bradley, who is on the board, who's on the selection committee, who's on the judging panel. He has put a short in this year that I can't wait to watch on the big screen. I did watch it already, of course I did, I had to, but I can't wait to actually see it up there, and it's going to be awesome. Sadly, because he is a board member or a judge member, it does mean that it's out of competition for anything to win anything, which is kind of how it should be, but I really can't wait for people to see this, and I really can't wait to see it myself up on the big screen. Old Windows, Larry Lamb, sensational. What a performance in this movie. That's all I'm going to say. If you don't know who Larry Lamb is, have a word with yourself. Anonymous. I really liked Anonymous. I do think it's going to split the audience, but I really liked it. It's about a guy that goes to like Alcoholics Anonymous, only he's maybe got some more sinister motives going on. I think this is a good one, and I do want people to see it, but I genuinely think people are going to be, one way or the other on this one. It's a bit Marmite-y. I liked it though, so that's all that matters. Lead Belly's one that's going to tug on the old heartstrings. Remember Jamie Lomas from Hollyoaks? Plays a returning veteran. If you ever saw the movie Man Down with Shia LaBeouf and Jai Courtney and everyone like that, then you kind of know what you're in for with this one. Definitely check it out. Professor Television is like one of those BBC Two kind of science documentaries where they're going to give you some facts and stuff like that. I bloody loved it. It's kind of a proof of concept for like an 8-episode series. I thought it was great. I wanted to buy in and get this whole thing made because it just made me smile. It made me laugh. It reminded me of everything that you used to watch when you were at school, and they used to make you watch it during class. I just thought Professor Television was excellent. Just excellent. Please check it out. Please do. So yes, my friends, that is just a small selection of some of the movies you can go and see. Please do check out the website where there are loads more. The full lineup is on there. You'll get to see everything that's going to be on and when. Those movies that I've just spoken about are some of the ones that I feel like you should check out. If you're going to be at the festival and you see me, do come over and have a word, and we will do something together. We'll put some content out there. We will talk about some of the movies that you've seen while you've been there. I'm going to be doing stuff like that anyway. If you're a director or a producer or anyone or an actor or anyone who's got a movie in the festival, then please do, again, come and find me. I'll most likely be at the bar if I'm not doing something for the guys, but I'll most likely be at the bar 9 times out of 10. We could do like a podcast in the bar. I wonder if they'll let me do that. Like a bar cast. That's a thing, right? A barcast? Yeah. And you will know me because I will be the guy walking around asking you what your favourite Mel Gibson movie is and why is it Lethal Weapon 2. I can't wait to go down there. It's going to be so much fun. I'm going to be down there for 6 days, checking out movie after movie after movie. I'll be sick of watching movies. This was just simply that. It was just a little update, something I'm going to be doing that I think is pretty damn cool, and I wanted you all to know about it. And I'll be putting out lots of content for the festival, and we'll be talking about more and more as it comes up to it, and then after it, and probably during it. So I'm going to go. Please do like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and just come back and watch more videos, or watch the videos that are already down below. There's loads there. Get them watched. See you at Romford.